Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from class 6B and we would like to present about performative utterance. But before we start our presentation today, let me introduce our member of group. Okay, the first is Nida Hofia and my name is Sakina. So today we will discuss about use of implicit performative utterance at University of Pajajaran and at University of Pennsylvania. And the writer is Rosaria Mita Amelia from Pajajaran University, Bandung. Okay, this is our outline today. The first is introduction. The second is research method. The third is finding and discussion. And the last about conclusion. So the first slide will be explained by Nida. Time is yours.
Okay, Sakina, thank you. Introduction. Performative utterances are a form of speech acts, and these are a natural phenomenon used by speakers. In this case, speakers of Indonesian and of English. The use of implicit performative utterances through various announcements or notice spread across the campuses in UNPAD and at UPenn gives an overview of how to apply these utterances in the form of information, prohibition, and command in a variety of different situations. Yeah, next, Sakina.
Okay. The next slide about research method. The method used in this research is a descriptive method. According to Jaja Sudarma, 1993, a descriptive method aims to make description, make picture, paint a systematic, factual, and accurate picture of the information or data, properties, and phenomena under study. And the steps of this research were the first, literature review, the second, the collecting of data, and the third, data analysis, the last, conclusion. In doing the analysis, the writer used a comparative method to find similarities and differences between the group of data. Okay, next slide.
Okay, next is finding and discussion. The data below comes from the campus of UNPAD Bandung and from the campus of UPenn, Philadelphia. The data from UNPAD. Data number 1 is kepada mahasiswa program S1 dan D3 Fakultas Ilmu Budaya yang mengenakan t-shirt atau kaos oblong dimohon untuk menggantinya dengan kemeja atau kaos berkerah. Atas perhatian Anda, kami ucapkan terima kasih. Jatinangor, 18 Mei 2012. Pembantu Dekan 1. In English, two Bachelor and Diplomatry students in the Humanities Faculty who wear t-shirt are requested to change them into a shirt with colors. Thank you for your attention. Jatinangor, May 18, 2012. Assistant Dean 1. This data was categorized as an implicit performative utterance because the performative verb doesn't appear but the context of the utterance show the intention that the speaker wants to be done by the readers. Okay. Next, data number 2, dilarang duduk di atas meja. In English, don't sit on the table. Supported by the context, the complete utterance is I hereby forbid anyone to sit on this table. The utterance can be categorized as a direct speech imperative sentence because what is written and the kind of sentence is the same as what was intended by the speaker. That is a prohibition to sit on the table. Okay, next. The data number 3 is layanan komputer ini hanya untuk mahasiswa Pancasarjana Unpad. Use of this computer is for Unpad postgraduate student only. The announcement in an implicit performative utterance because by the context. The complete utterance is, I hereby state that these computers are only for the use of postgraduate students from Pajajaran University. The purpose of this utterance is actually a warning to the undergraduate students at UNPAD not to use these computers because they are only for use by the postgraduate students. And the last is data number 4. Demi keamanan dan kenyamanan seluruh ruangan, program Pancasarjana Unpad telah dipasang CCTV 24 jam. Terima kasih. For security and conveniences, all rooms in the postgraduate school building at Pajajaran University have a 24-hour CCTV. Thank you. There is no performative verbs, so the utterance is classed as an implicit performative. Based on the context, the complete utterance should be to whom it might concern. A 24-hour CCTV has been installed in a ferry room in the postgraduate program building at Pajajaran University. Okay, next will be delivered by Sakinah.
Okay, thank you, Nida. And this slide explain about data from University of Pennsylvania. Data number 5 do not attach bikes to this area. They will be removed by university. So the utterance is an imperative sentence and the intended meaning is to prohibit students from parking their bikes there. The utterance can be categorized as a direct speech. And this notification refers to the authority of the institution to stop everyone from parking their bikes in that area. And the data number 6, room is on alarm, please do not enter. The announcement can be categorized as implicit performative utterance because there is not a performative verb. This was a warning for people not to enter the room because if they do, an alarm will ring. Because there is no performative verb, obviously the utterance can be regarded as an implicit performative, which is supported by the context. Okay, and the next data number 7. Snow emergency road, snow tires or chains required. No parking or stopping during emergency. Vehicle subject to towing or ticketing. Snow 2 information. Vehicle location 686 snow. So the information in the announcement is an implicit performative utterance. The complete sentence can be to whom it may concern. This is a snow emergency road. Drivers must use snow tires or chains. Vehicle must not park or stop during a heavy snowfall. snowfall emergency, any that can be towed away and ticketed. If you breaks down or get stuck in the snow tow can be called up with an SMS. And starting vehicle location. Okay, next slide. Okay, and the last, data number 8. Any person who believes that they have individually or as a member of any specific class of persons been subject to discrimination on the basis of race, color, or national or origin may file a complaint with SEPTA. So the utterance can be categorized as an implicit performative because there is no information, there is no performative verb in it, but it is supported by the context. Thus, the complete sentence could be, I hereby state that any person who believes that he or she has individually or as a member of any specific class of person been subjected to discrimination on the basis of race, color, or national origin might file a complaint with SEPTA. Okay, next slide. Okay, the last slide about conclusion. So based on the analysis of the data collected from University of Pajajaran and University of Pennsylvania, there are some differences and some similarities found. The first is the utterance or announcement from University of Pennsylvania are dominated by declarative sentences where the intended meaning is the directive. So they can be regarded as indirect speech. The announcement from University of Pajajaran are dominated by imperative sentences with a direct imperative meaning. And the second, all the data found can be classified as warning, appeals, notice, or order. And the analysis that the collected data from both classes, it appears that the use of language is strongly influenced by the cultural context and the situation in which and where the language is used. There are announcements that are typical of local culture, so that such announcement cannot be found in other culture. Okay. Okay, that's all from our presentation today. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Thank you.